Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the NS9 post-game show powered by Permanente Brothers. I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. With me, we have Tyler in the house. Back-to-back nights. What is up, Tyler?
I'm also noticing my picture does not look straight right now. I don't know what's happening.
It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. It's fine. It's not going to bother me the whole time.
No, not at all. Not you, of all people. No.
No, I'm not going to go OCD about it at all.
That's it. But you know who else was not bothered tonight? Paul Skenes in his masterclass. Once again, the Pittsburgh Pirates defeat the Cincinnati Reds 7-0. Paul Skenes' ERA on the year is now a 1.94. And Bryan Hayes returns to PNC Park just a week after being traded. All the storylines, all the good stuff. Again, Pirates winning, very much a good thing. Henry Davis homers today. Kutch walks 4 times today. This game had everything. Even a Kyle Nicholas 9th inning shutdown performance, pretty much.
Well, my dad wants to participate in the show real quick, and they got their loser shirt in the mail today.
What shirt?
Loser. You're all a bunch of losers.
Nice. Yeah. That wasn't inspired by any events that took place a week ago.
No, none of that at all.
Also, quick turnaround. Quick turnaround on the shirts.
Yeah.
Got them already?
Quick turnaround.
There you go. And if you want your losers shirt, you can go in the link below, right? Go to the merch there and buy your losers shirt or anything else as well.
You know what? Maybe one day there'll be winner shirts.
Maybe. Today they're a winner. Today. Should we print out the shirts?
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. Is it because Paul Skenes is still a losing pitcher?
You know what? It was nice. Very nice to get him a win today. Very, very nice to see some of the things we saw today.
It was very nice to see a lot of things. And again, just seeing Paul Skenes did not have the best start. No, it was Colorado. In Colorado, I should say, not Colorado. It was in Colorado. Rockies should not be feared. Pitching in Colorado, maybe kind of fear. He cruised through the first set of innings. I think it was 5 where he went, and then he got lit up, right? Gave up the 4. Again, we're talking about 4 earned runs. Oh my God, the guy gave up 4 earned runs. It's awful start. Can he bounce back from this? And he goes into PNC Park today, taking on the Reds, and he goes 6 innings, just complete shutdown, 8 strikeouts. And as I mentioned, his ERA is down again, back under 2. A 1.94 ERA on the year. It's just amazing. It's amazing. And I think actually today, oh my God, I want to look this up so I'm not corrected. Did he match his starts from last year as well today? Actually, no, he already
wrong
did that.
Person, my friend.
He already did that. So today he's now broke that. He had 23 starts last year. Today marked the 24th start. So there you go. A 1.94 ERA.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if you want to nitpick, and it's literally the most nitpicky thing ever, yeah, you want more efficiency. I'd like to see Paul Skenes get into the 8th every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But he struck out 8 guys in 6 innings. He's the best pitcher in baseball. He has a 1.94 ERA. Like, if I'm getting nitpicky, yes, I would like a little more efficiency out of him, but that is the most nitpicky of nitpicky things you could ever come up with. And of course I did it.
Sure.
Because I'm going to. But yeah. Paul Skenes is awesome again.
24 starts, now 144 innings. It's not as if he's a 5-inning merchant.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5 and done all the time. But you would like them to go deeper, like you mentioned. If they are going to nitpick, sure. Now, he does come out of the game. It's 5-0 when he comes out of the game. It's not as if he needed to stay in the game for this one. And he
was at 97 pitches.
Yeah. So Could he if you needed to? Sure. And honestly, also like there's other opportunities this year where I mean he's taken out like 78 pitches and stuff. I mean, it's not all his fault.
No.
I think there's some on the organization as well, kind of limiting him to some degree, but that is there's validity to what you say there.
Also, he's a 7-8 pitcher now. DiNardo, we are getting close to a 500 pitcher of Paul Skenes with a sub-2 ERA.
It's a shame that this year's Cy Young winner might actually have a winning record because I really wanted to see it go the other way. I really wanted to see him have a losing record. It can still be done.
Yeah. Could.
But it could.
I don't know
with his offense. With this offense now.
Yeah. I mean, he can't be this good and keep losing games. Like, things equal out, and they have. He's awesome. He's awesome.
Right.
He's really good. He is really good at throwing baseballs.
That he is.
He is so good at it.
He is. And shout out to Cyrus for the $2 superhero. Skenes NL Cy Young equals infinite money glitch. I'm with it. I mean, it'll certainly be a battle because there's a team that's actually fighting for something and a guy who has a winning record and Zach Wheeler. But like at the end of the day, Paul Skenes almost has a full ERA under Zach Wheeler right now, which is just, again, just remarkable. But he's an excellent pitcher. And just like this game again, like he had a jam early on in the first. To talk, I guess, about the actual game. He got into a bit of a jam. There, what's that?
Because I do want to mention that Cyrus said it was an infinite money glitch for Paul Skenes to be Cy Young winner. You know it's not. It's not.
Tell me.
Ryan's lock.
Ryan's lock?
3 up, 3 down? What are we doing here, Ryan?
3 up, 3 down, and he loses it. Because Paul Skenes decided the first inning was when he was going to get into the jam and stuff. You know what's funny and ironic too is I told Ryan, I was like, I mean, if you're going to pick a lock today, it's the no runs first inning. Paul Skenes hasn't given up a run all year in the first inning. And it's the Pirates offense. Like, come on. And ironically enough, it was the Pirates offense that would have broke that also. So don't feed into anyone on our side here.
Well, yeah, but Ryan was wrong.
He was wrong.
I'm sorry, DiNardo. You can continue with that. You had a thought.
But for sure. I mean, again, like he didn't have he let off the game strikeout and then hit. He got into a bit of a jam. And what does Paul Skenes do? I was going to say what does Paul Skenes do best? Actually, this is probably like 10th on the list of things he does best. Right. But what does Paul Skenes do very well when he needs to make an out? He does it. And he needed to have a double play happen. He got the double play ball up the middle. Boom. Inning over. Jam averted. Like, we're done. And that was it. Like, the rest of the game, he pretty much cruised by.
Yeah, really, that was the only trouble we saw from him all day. I was trying to go back to... Give me 1 second. But what I think is impressive with him is, again, the brain behind it. Because you see him switch things up there. He's not going for the strikeout. He goes heavy, like he goes sweep or splitter. He mixes a 4-seam in and then goes sinker. He's trying to get the ground ball there. And like a lot of times we're going to give the credit to the catcher on that. But we've seen Paul Skenes kind of call his own game. And also Henry Davis does probably deserve a little bit of credit for the way him and Paul Skenes have been able to develop their game plan.
There's certainly a connection there.
There is. But you see the thoughts behind every pitch he throws. That's the difference with Paul Skenes and other pitchers. He sets you up. Even that pitch there to Hayes, it's 101 miles an hour off the bat. But it's fine because he's going sinker there. He's going for a ground ball. He don't care if you hit it hard. Go ahead, light me up here. It's going into the ground. That's what's different about him from other major league pitchers. And that's why he is the best in the world right now. He's the best in the world.
He's also 23.
Yeah, he's got Livy Dunn. And yeah, the guy's got it all. Except for a winning baseball team.
Except for that. And a winning record.
Right.
Loser.
He is incredibly smart as a pitcher.
Yeah, he is. Like that's one thing he talked about early on this season, which is why you thought it would lead to more efficiency. But he wanted to get outs. He's not relying on the striking everyone out. And what I do think is kind of funny, ironic. He struggled earlier on in the year, and by struggling, I mean he looked human. He looked like the best human. Now he's back to the best robot, right? But he looked like the best human at the beginning of the year. And the strikeouts were down a bit. And he still wasn't like totally like really efficient, but again, he was working on like, I want to be efficient. I want to get through. I can't just go out there and strike out everybody. And I feel like what you're kind of seeing of now is he's going at everyone again. Now he's still has that pitch like today, the sinker, like he still is going to use that two-seamer when he needs to get out of a jam and such, right? And again, as we talk about the mental side of things, like this guy just knows how to pitch also. But I think what I believe you're seeing more of today is also vintage Paul Skenes, but he has it in his pocket. Yeah, vintage, like 22-year-old, right? Vintage Paul Skenes of last year. It's a fine wine. But for real, like you're seeing more of last year where it's like, I am going after hitters. I am going to strike out guys. Mm-hmm. But when I need to, I will get that double play ball.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's like that's what the first inning was. Like it wasn't working, and I need to get out of this inning. I don't need to strike out the next two guys. I need to get out of this inning. Boom, double play, gone.
Yeah, and I mean, like we've seen so many guys come through, not even the Pirates, just come through Major League Baseball who are what you would equate to as throwers. Like the AJ Burnett's of the world, the Tyler Glasnows. Those guys that they figure it out eventually. Paul Skenes had it figured out when he entered the league.
Yeah, I mean, he was at LSU. He had it figured out. He came in here saying, I'm coming in here doing this. You guys be quiet. Don't interfere with my regime. He learned a splinter. It's remarkable what he does.
Yeah, we're running out of words to say nice things about him.
I know. It's pathetic. Paul Skenes is like a curse. We got to talk again, like I mentioned, like at least 2 to 3 more years on Paul Skenes, at least. I don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah, maybe longer. He's getting extended.
He's making this job hard on us.
I mean, there are times where it's a little bit difficult to pay attention to the game because it's just like autopilot. Turn them on and, Paul Skenes, 6 innings, no runs. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And he struck out a bunch of guys again.
Right.
Like
he did.
Imagine being in the dugout. Like imagine playing third base, second base, wherever it is. You don't get much action there for a while.
What do we joke about during the game? So another funny thing to kind of just talk about this, right? Like Bryan Hayes returns to PNC, which by the way, also PNC Park for a limited crowd that was there, all stood up, standing ovation, crowd was cheering. I was happy to see that. I was interested of how the response was going to be for Bryan Hayes. I'm glad to see that. Good for Bryan Hayes. And also he gets a hit. His first return, he gets a hit, and it's against Paul Skenes. If we joke, it's like, what is that? Like, think about that mentally. You have Paul Skenes on your team. One of the best pitchers, and you said, tell me what you said.
Oh, I don't remember. I said.
Oh, well, you're saying with him, he's like, Bryan's probably bored with Paul Skenes pitching. Like he's just on third base bored.
Definitely bored.
Yeah, you're right. Like you have the gift of Paul Skenes on your team, and then you get traded a week later. You have to face Paul Skenes, and it goes to him. He got a hit. Now it was just one hit, but yeah.
No, really, like that. That is a danger of a guy like Paul Skenes, though, is that guys start picking our butts and
you get bored with him.
And, you get bored.
He's too good.
Yeah, like sometimes it's like it's almost like Tom Brady sometimes. It's just like, they won again. He threw for 400 yards. Ho hum.
400 yards on nothing but
except that team won.
5-yard slants. It's just right.
Skenes is just he's Paul Skenes. There's nobody like him. I don't know if there will be another one like him at all.
Just to keep the same comparison, Tom Brady also wasn't Tom Brady until he became Tom Brady.
Oh,
Now, of course, he was a 6th round draft pick, not number 1 overall. There's a difference there. But what I'm alluding to is like, that's why this just seems so special. He's 23 years old. We're already talking about him like we're talking about like Pedro Martinez in his prime. Like he has reached that pinnacle. He didn't have to, he began, it started here. It's not like he had this is the beginnings of whatever his career is going to be. And again, we're talking about like his career ERA now is like a 1.93-ish, I think, right? Or 5-ish, I guess. Something like that. Like a 1.96 last year, 1.94 right now. Like he has a career 1.95 ERA in the 2 years that he started the major leagues. Like this just doesn't happen. This is someone's best. This is like, hey guys, I've made it. I've reached my peak. I'm now this. And this is where Paul Skenes is beginning his career. Does it get better? This is why it's just like we got like literally I've run out of words. Like this is why. I mean, we came into this offseason saying like you can't expect Paul Skenes to duplicate what he did. That's just not going to happen. But he can be a sub 2.5 ERA guy, right? He can sit at a 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. He could be Zach Wheeler. You're perfectly fine with that. And so far, technically speaking, he hasn't duplicated it. It's better. It was a 1.96 ERA. Now it's to a 1.94. I mean, it's essentially the same, but like, again, like, it technically is better.
Right. And these teams have seen him pitch now.
Also, right.
Like they're supposed to, I don't know how many times I've even said last year, I'm like, at some point the league is going to punch back. They always do. I'm still waiting on that punch. I have not seen the punch yet.
It came one time in Colorado.
Yeah, and that was
because the Rocky freaking Mountains are a mile into the air. He played on the moon, basically.
Like, I am just waiting on a 3-start stretch where he just looks human. Maybe
3?
Maybe 2.
But that's like, what we're talking about. Like, that hasn't, like a 2-start stretch basically doesn't happen.
It doesn't. It hasn't. It might have, but I'm going to guess it hasn't.
Like, how many earned runs he give up against the Dodgers, which I think was last year? Was it like 5? Is that his worst start ever?
Yeah, I mean, the first start he ever made, he gave up some runs, but also that was weird.
Not against
the giant rain delay, and Kyle Nicholas couldn't throw a strike.
Yeah, but it was 3 earned with the Cubs. Last year, the most earned runs he gave up was 4 against the Dodgers. 6 innings, he gave up 4. That was last year. 2 runs beforehand, 2 runs afterwards. He gave up 3 against the Cubs, 0 before, 0 after. He gave up 3 against the Dodgers, 2 before, 0 after. Also, like, we're talking 3 earned runs or more. I'm finished. That was 2024. I'm done. There's no more starts to talk about. Everything else was 2 and under. So going to 2025 this year now currently, yes, as mentioned, the 4 earned runs he gave in Colorado, 0 today, 0 before that, and 0 before the game before that. He had 4 as well against Milwaukee, 2 before that, 0 after, and then I'm done. Oh, my bad. The 5 earned. He had 5 earned against St. Louis earlier. That's the one. So he's given up 5 earned runs twice in his career, 4 earned 3 times in his career.
It's silly. I guess plain and simple.
Those are the blow-ups.
Yeah, that, like, we've seen really good. Like, we have literally watched the Pirates light up Clayton Kershaw. One of the best pitchers I've seen. I haven't seen that from Paul Skenes. I haven't seen him get lit up at all. His being lit up is allowing a few runs in Colorado, or maybe he just didn't work out in St. Louis and gave up 5.
You know what? This is a funny stat because, again, it was also a great start. He gave up 0 runs. He allowed 7 hits today. It's the most hits he allowed all year in a game.
But that's the thing. Like, he
7 hits
gave up
in 6 innings. Like,
but he gave up that amount of hits. Didn't walk anybody. So
No.
he still kept the base runners to an absolute minimum. Like,
Sure.
his whip's still crazy today. Like, it's still really good.
Mm-hmm.
He's good.
But again, we're also talking like this is a really good start. This is the worst hits against for the season against them. 7 today. It's the worst all year. It's the most he's given up all season. And we're talking about this as a really good start. What's that?
That's the most in his career, according to the chat.
It could be. I'm going to go to 2024 right now as well. And
I mean, I don't doubt him.
That is correct. That is correct.
I don't doubt him.
Today was Paul Skenes. You could argue maybe one of his worst starts of his career.
Oh, God. I wish we weren't talking about a bad baseball team, though.
They punched back. Literally, they punched back today. The Reds had his number. 6-0 earned. There it is, baby.
Yeah,
anyways.
I mean, he's enjoyable to watch.
He is. Should we talk about other things?
Yeah, I guess like other things that happened. They did score.
Again, I love Paul Skenes. We could talk about Paul Skenes for hours, but we probably should move on. The offense did show up today.
It did, and DiNardo. It's almost football season. Hart scored a touchdown.
They scored a touchdown, baby.
Football season, baby. Football back.
And I guess Boswell hit the extra point.
He did. Didn't go for 2, but
yeah. I hear, and again, I'm not the football guy, but I hear he's wanting an extension. I guess he's gonna play through. He was there and available to kick the extra point.
Yeah, it's nice to have a good offensive outburst.
Bryan Reynolds kicked it off. Solo shot in the first inning. Bryan Reynolds actually been playing better lately. Now, I recall a post game you and I were on together where you said, "Are we seeing Bryan Reynolds end his funk?" And I said, whoa. He already has. And that immediately stopped. And I'm not here because we've fallen for this trick 3 times, 4 times, maybe 5 times this year. I'm not going to fall for this trick again with Bryan Reynolds because like this is like his MO this year. He has a really good week, a really good spurt, and then he goes for like a month where he disappears. However, to put it out there, it has been a really good burst so far. His first home run since I think June 29th-ish, something like that. It's been a while. It was end of June.
Bryan Reynolds has kind of gotten a pass. We've definitely given him a pass. I think the media's probably given him a good bit of a pass because the team's not good enough.
I don't think he really has late. Like honestly, like I think earlier on he's gotten a pass. I think we've been pretty on board with he's been terrible. I mean, every stat, he's the worst in Major League Baseball in this stat. He's the worst in MLB in this stat. And by the way, it was June 29th.
We have, but when it comes to like breaking down the problems of this team, it starts with the roster. But in those top 3 is Bryan Reynolds being an absolutely terrible baseball player this year. And that's what he's been. He's been terrible.
Yes.
We're at a point where like you need to know what you have with Bryan Reynolds going in next year. Like I need to know going into next year that I have a corner outfielder who is going to be an above average hitter. And that's who Bryan Reynolds should be. And I believe he will be, but if he finishes this year the way he's played all year, I'm dumping that contract too. So Bryan Reynolds, you better show up the rest of this time. Or else we're going to have to do some really deep soul searching here.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. It'll be a lot easier going into next year if he finishes out the year playing, if we want to use the word vintage again, vintage Bryan Reynolds. That would make it a lot easier instead of trying to hope and talk yourself into like, hey, listen, it was a bad year. It's Bryan Reynolds. I expect him to be back. You could say, you know what? It was a bad year. It certainly was. You're not excusing it, but the last 2 months makes you feel better that he's still Bryan Reynolds. I would feel better about that. So far, by the beginning of the last 2 months that's left, right, he has looked a bit better. And again, the home run today, you like to see that. But yeah, he has he has been playing a bit better, and basically since the Giants series in San Fran. So if he can continue that, that's certainly something you want to see. But again, like he kicked it off today, the home run, that was great to see. And it didn't stop there. Again, like the Pirates scored early, they got the lead, and they had even more insurance runs. Henry Davis hit a home run.
Whew.
Which,
How
as the
long's it
comment here
been?
that I put up earlier, his first home run since third grade picnic, as Paul Skenes 5 cents says.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time.
Well, not
Has
only
it been
has
that
it
long?
not only has it been
Well,
a long time since he's hit a home run, it's been a long time since he's hit a hit.
Hit a baseball?
Right. Like I said at the last post-game show, he's had one hit since July 8th. So now he has 2 hits since July 8th. And Tyler, I'm not sure if you're keeping up, but today's August 7th.
That was his first home run since June 7th.
There you go.
That's bad. That's really bad. But
Tyler's his second hit in a month. That's
yeah. Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. He's been really bad.
Right.
Now to give him some credit for today, like that's a pitch that I think Henry Davis typically is going to yank into the crowd because he can't keep his hands inside the baseball whatsoever. It's nice to see him pull a baseball fair over the fence. I want to believe in him, man, but the bat's just not playing. Like you just said it. It's bad. It's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see it, but it's been bad.
It has. The glove is saving him.
It is. Never thought we'd say that.
Right. But he does go 2 for 4 today, has the home run. He like if there's any, but actually there's 2 people that need to break out. It's him and Cruz. Cruz has been a big funk as well. And he did have a hit tonight as well. Had 2 really hard hit balls. One ended up being a hit, but he looked better than plate. Now Friedel,
he did.
I mean, that was a great play in center for Friedel to get that because that was easily a double for Cruz.
Yeah, and it was also like it was a good piece of hitting. Like he went the other way with some to left center into the notch.
Yep.
Most guys aren't really going to track that down, but he didn't even get close to all of that. And he almost sent it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I've liked the at-bats from Oneil Cruz lately. You want to see more results, obviously, but I have liked the at-bats from him. I've liked some of what I've seen in center field. Maybe if the ball's in the air, not so much on the ground. But yeah, I mean, I thought he had a good night in center. I liked his at-bats.
Defensively, he did have a good night also. He tracked down a few balls himself.
Yeah, he had a good night. I don't want to extrapolate it over the entire season, but he had a good night tonight.
He did. And again, like he and Henry Davis both kind of needed this night. Now, of course, big picture, they need to continue it, but they needed this night.
Yeah.
I really want to talk about Jared Triolo.
I know.
Jared Triolo goes 2 for 4 today. Also gets on base again because of an error.
Mm-hmm.
It's small sample. It's small sample. This is just one of the things that I personally want to watch. Bryan Hayes gets traded. Jared Triolo, you're now an everyday player. Since Bryan Hayes is traded, the ideal we talked about last night with Alex a little bit. I mean, Jared Triolo is Timu Bryan Hayes. He's paid much less, and the drop off in the glove is going to be there. Obviously, Bryan Hayes, you could argue, is the best defender in baseball, but he's still a Gold Glover. Like it's still a good glove. You could argue that it might be the same bat. If you really want to argue, you don't really have the facts to back it, but you could make an argument that there's potential he could be a better hitter than Bryan Hayes. Maybe playing every day will help that. Maybe Bryan Hayes being gone will help that. But he's hitting 300 since the deadline. 2 doubles, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. I just want to watch Jared Triolo the rest of the year because, like you mentioned with Bryan Reynolds, this is kind of a big 2 months for Triolo because where does he fit on this team? And I actually also mentioned that by where as far as position, because there's something else that's kind of interesting, Tyler.
Yeah.
IKF's been playing third and Triolo's playing short. Makes you think.
It's definitely curious. I think I do agree with you though. Like, I have more faith in Jared Triolo's bat than I did Brian Hayes. And do I have a really good reason for that? No, not really. I like Jared Triolo's swing more, I think. I like his
You
approach
like his back more?
I definitely like his back more. I think I'm at the point I don't really need Jared Triolo to be my everyday shortstop. I feel like if you really want to get down to it, you can probably find really good defensive production at shortstop with a similar bat to what Jared Triolo is giving you for dirt cheap. Like, I can't think of the Braves shortstop off the top of my head right now. He's a terrible hitter.
Almost
really
like an
good
Iglesias
defensively.
back in the day before Iglesias had like this turnaround.
And there aren't many of those anymore.
Yeah.
Like, defensive first shortstops really just don't exist at this point. Like, the worst hitters at shortstop right now are like Mookie Betts and guys that are just underperforming. It's weird. But I do feel like you could probably just do better there if you really want to. And it probably would help Triolo more to slide into that utility role that is probably more fitting for him, but he's going to get an opportunity to hit the baseball at the end of this year. If he can just tap into a touch of that power, just a touch of it, because it's there.
And
yeah, there's something. There is something. So then, yeah, I get what you're saying, but at that point, I'd probably be more comfortable with him at third, just value-wise. But I'd also just rather have a thumper there, man. Give me a thumper at third. Give me some dude that can just pick it at short, and we'll call it a day, and Triolo can go play utility.
Yeah, this is a talk for another day.
It is.
But I feel like this is a good spark to that talk.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Triolo at third worries me. It worries me of we're okay settling. Jared Triolo at short maybe inspires me a little more of, because I look at it this way. Jared Triolo has a good glove. Now, what's it solely at short? I don't know. It's like the IKF thing. Like he's utilized best because he can play all over. But I think his glove at short could be better than IKF's. And if he can give us just IKF production at short, maybe that allows his team to get the real third baseman. Like, again, conversation of the day. But I'm kind of intrigued seeing him play short the rest of the year, how this works out. What I also think is funny is you trade your third baseman and you immediately put your backup third baseman at short because you understand that the guy that you kept there at short all year is not a good shortstop. Like your immediate move is taking your shortstop to play third base. So again, like what were you like? IKF isn't a shortstop, but that's what you rolled in there with this year and the year of like we need to compete. Your immediate move when you trade your third baseman is to put your shortstop at third and your backup third baseman to be the shortstop. So what does that say about the shortstop that you chose?
That this team has no idea of what they're doing.
Right.
They have no clue what they're doing. They're making it up as they go.
Right. So
like, and Nick Allen was the name I was trying to come up with there. But like a guy like that, well, like the bat's not going to play. The bat's bad. But defensively, awesome. Cheap. Guys like that, I think you can find. So if you really want to go that route, like at the plate, he's not far off from Triolo. I think there's more with Triolo in there, but we haven't seen it yet, obviously.
Yeah.
I think if you're going that route, just go get a guy that can pick it.
Either way, it's interesting to see him playing at shortstop than just being the third baseman.
Yeah.
So it makes me curious of, and again, like that's what I'm also saying. That's why I'm trying to say it is this makes me feel more comfortable in that they're looking for a real take back the real part. They're looking to get another third baseman and not settle for Triolo. I'm not sure of how real the third baseman is going to be, but it makes me feel as if they're thinking they want to get someone else at third base.
I think that's
Triolo just playing there could make me feel as if we're fine settling. We're going to take the value at third base and say we have a cheaper, little bit of a drop off of Brian Hayes here. We'll take the value. And it's like, well, now you also need a shortstop. And are you going to get that thumper at shortstop? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
So where you going? This makes me feel like they could maybe get an upgrade, a true bat at third base by seeing this. It just makes me a little more comfortable. That's all.
I think that's fair. I do think that's fair.
All right. So we spent a lot of time on that. It's now 35 minutes in. We want to talk about Paul Skenes some more? Or should we give some sandwiches?
I think we should give some sandwiches away.
Damn it. All right. You guys are lucky Tyler's nice.
Tyler's also tired.
Get them sandwiches up there.
Yeah, now I got to figure out how to do this.
While you're doing that, because I'm not doing it, because you guys know right now, this situation, it's not going to work for me. You guys know what to do. So we're going to raffle off the sandwiches. Get your Raise-Its in the comments. Tyler will give you a few seconds. While he does that, also, once you put in your Raise-Its, like this video. Even if you hate it, which you probably do, like it anyways. All right? Or Tyler's not going to give any sandwiches out. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed as well. And then, yeah, like early on the show, Tyler said, click on the merch. You can get your loser shirt or anything else. You can join our Discord, which is always popping. Our Patreon. You can be a member here and get some sweet emojis. So do all that stuff. We appreciate all that have. Those that haven't yet, we also appreciate you for just watching. But so far, what is it, 115?
We are currently at 113.
113. Well, let's give some sandwiches away.
Let's let it ride. Winner number 1 coming up.
John's like, quit talking, DiNardo. Hey, I'm trying to get some more people in here, which also is not advantageous for you trying to win a sandwich. Ethan.
Golf clap for him. Love that.
No lie. I think that's his 3rd time this year.
Still love it for him.
Very well earned. Good job.
He feeds
Ethan.
us, we feed him.
There it is.
Ethan, you know where to find us. Ready for round 2?
He doesn't. We know where to find him. Ethan, we have your information.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
you're good.
Ethan, we'll chat.
I'm gonna update it right now.
Yeah, that works. Ready for round 2?
Let's do it.
What do we got?
Bucko Brett 33. I think that's the first time.
I think so. I haven't seen that one yet.
All right. So Bucko Brett, for you, go ahead and DM us on socials, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, preferably, even on Discord if you're in there. Or if not, email us, northshore9@gmail.com. Download the Permanent Brothers app if you haven't already. And if you have, send us your email associated with it. We'll update the list and we'll get those sandwiches out to the app for you. So congratulations to you two. We have successfully given away 4 more sandwiches, Tyler.
We were close to Ty Stad there.
Oh, were we? I didn't see it.
We were close.
You know who didn't win?
Jim.
Also Bucko Mike.
Oh, that too. But
that's actually like one of the greatest things because you see his
Bucko
name.
Mike never wins.
Like he never wins.
That's
it's not even like a bit. Like he just actually doesn't win. I love it. It's been 2 years. Just doesn't win.
He's here every time.
Every time. Every single time. And you see his name up there often enough. Never wins. So, hey, if Bucko Mike's in there, it's a great chance for others to win. So keep putting your hashtag raises in there, everyone. But that's it, Tyler. It's a 40-minute freaking show.
Yeah, and was that our 100th? That was our 100th sandwich on the year. 50 wins.
Well,
Hundo sandwich.
Technically 200.
Technically, yeah, 200. Yeah.
Yeah. We've given away 200 sandwiches.
Tonight. Yeah, we have.
There's been theoretically, there's been duplicate winners, but theoretically 100 winners, 200 sandwiches given away.
Love it.
So that's awesome. Does Alex come on now? Does he come on for a 200th sandwich?
Yeah. Hopefully with the cowboy hat.
With his cowboy hat? Is that what happens?
Let's hope.
We should get him out of the locker room. Stop asking Paul Skenes questions. You got to come on and celebrate our 200th sandwich.
Yeah, I was stuck in last year mode where we only give out 2. Now we give out 4.
That's right. That's right. Maybe next year we'll give out 8.
Maybe.
Doubt it. Yeah. All right. Let's get out of here, though. We love you all. We appreciate you for watching. They play again tomorrow. I'll be on again. It's going to be myself and Doug. 5 days in a row I've been doing a show. So,
and I'll be back on Saturday.
There it is.
And Doug.
There. Oh, okay. Yeah. So now it's Doug. It's Doug time. Doug and I. Doug and Ty. We love you all. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Peace out, Scouts.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.